God, it's Friday. It's another Friday. Welcome to the Break of Dawn newspaper review on 32 FM 94.9. Today is the 19th day in the month of March 2021. Thank you very much for joining us for the morning tonic. My name is GBEMISOLA. SOYEMI.
Good morning to you. I am OLUTAYO, OGUNADE. Thank God it's another beautiful Friday.
Okay, so I have with me Dailies, Punch newspaper, Vanguard, Independent, and Daily Post. I'll take headlines from Punch newspaper first. Kwara mother, 4 children burnt to death, husband hospitalized. Doctors threaten strike, say federal government not paying dead members' insurance. States not supporting federal government's efforts to tackle insecurity. IGP. Gunmen kill 4 naval men, 3 policemen in Anambra. Kwara lecturer twins jailed for love scam, internet fraud. Hijab. Tescom orders 10 short schools teachers to resume today. Rivers CP to pay orphanage owner 20 million naira for illegal detention. More headlines from Punch newspaper. Rivers CP to pay orphanage. Okay, I took that. Owner, that's 20 million naira for illegal detention. Bus driver kill LASMA officer, beat colleague to a coma. 4 more persons killed in Enugu fresh call to war. CBN defends Naira with $5.62 billion in 3 months. Oil price slumps to $63 as vaccine rollout stalls. Federal government refineries earn 21 billion naira, lose 778 billion naira in 5 years. South should produce next president for fairness. Masari throwing 2023 presidency open despicable, unconscionable, and Ohaneze tells PDP, all right. Okorocha rejoices as court declares Ararume APC senatorial candidate. APC asks tribunal to void PDP votes in Cross River by election. Just 1 or 2 headlines from the sports side. Edo 2020 equipment used for AFN events in Akure. I won't drag pillars to FIFA. Lionel. Those are headlines from Punch newspaper.
Let's see some more from the Guardian newspaper. PDP condemns alleged fresh 2.5 billion naira arms purchase scandal. Banditry may not end soon, Wike declares. Last drivers beat LASMA officer to death. Agitate for Odua nation within ambit of law. YCE cautions. Let's see some more. PPP best way to address infrastructure deficit, says Oshibajo. Transporters decry state of strategic Enugu highway as rains begin. Libyan mercenaries behind security crises in Sahel region, Buhari insists. Let's see some more. Renewed concerns over energy transition, declining oil investment. Still from the Guardian, 13 dead in ambush on Mexico police convoy. All right, sir. Okolie set for WBO cruiserweight title fight against Glowacki. Let's check out the business side of the Guardian. Consumers lament tariff increment amid economic downturn. DMO lists 162.6 billion naira third sukuk on NGX platform. Tackling dangerous flight delays in a pandemic. Something to read there. Let's check the sports side now. I endured a lot at Warri Wolves, says Ogain. Okay, do we have more here before we see another paper? PDP's presidential candidate for 2023 will be decided on equity fairness, says Olafeso. Jonathan Foundation seeks elimination of barriers to civic participation. Oyo dissolves council caretaker committees. It's another paper.
I have with me also Vanguard newspaper. Telecoms voice call subscribers drop. Internet users rise in the 4th quarter of 2020. CBN to sell 570 billion naira treasury bills by the 2nd quarter of 2021. Dynamite explosion injures shop owner in Osun State. NSCDC Kaduna inaugurates task force to clamp down illegal private security companies. 30 million Nigerians in National Social Register, federal government. Imo teachers protest against non-payment of 12 months' salaries. CRC Credit Bureau launches solution to limit lending risks. Also this morning, hijab. Kwara Tescom directs principals, teachers, staff to report on Friday. Buhari appoints Zach as Executive Secretary of Sugar Council. ECTD demolishes property obstructing waterway and thoroughfare. Also, registration of herders, farmers will help fish out criminals, increase crop production. Political battle, 22 political parties submit notice of primaries to INEC in Anambra State. $2.5 billion arms scandal. Buhari presidency, APC stink. That's coming from the People's Democratic Party. Anambra Pool, stop dragging God's name into your false predictions. Orajaka replies Primate Ayodele. 56 villagers vomit urine blood over mysterious disease in Kano. Atiku faults federal government's plot to use $1.5 billion to renovate Port Harcourt refinery. Reps resolution suspending DG illegal. That's coming from the board chairman. And finally, from a man stabs Ikeja electric staff with broken bottle.
And from Premium Times, hijab or hijab crisis. Resume or face punishment. Kwara government tells staff of affected schools. Gunmen attack police patrol, kill officer in Anambra. How COVID-19 led to decline in TB diagnosis treatment. Hijab controversy, how church members are preventing resumption of schools in Kwara. We have an exclusive interview here. Banks, telcos will rake in over $500 million on new USSD charge. Nigerian stocks rally as GTB earnings report wows investors. I beg your pardon. Let me take that again. Nigerian stocks rally as GTB earnings report wows investors. Alleged 1.35 billion naira fraud. How ex-Nigerian governor received contract kickbacks. Court of Appeal dismisses APC's certificate forgery case against Obaseki. EU agency declares AstraZeneca COVID-19 safe. We have some more here. Imo teachers protest non-payment of 12-month salaries. Account for 3.5 billion naira armed fund. PDP challenges federal government. Bus drivers attack last mile officers. Kill one. Hijab controversy. We are not fighting Muslims, but Kwara government Christian leader.
Security agencies do not work together as expected. Buhari's NSA. That's from Daily Post. More headlines from Daily Post now. Hijab, resume work Friday or face the law. Kwara government to staff of shut down schools. 1,000 staff at risk as NCAA suspension hits Asman Air. 30 herdsmen, 322 cows missing in Anambra. Mieti Allah writes police. Ekiti, SOYEMI suspends teachers' recruitment over paucity of funds. Sunday Igbo declares independence, says Yoruba land no longer part of Nigeria. Igbo ROI youths give Yorubas 72 hours to leave north. Banditry, Zamfara government converts boarding to day schools. Banditry will not end in Nigeria since they've politicized security, Governor Wike. Using $1.5 billion to renovate dead refinery is satanic, Dino Milaye blasts federal government. NISS alumnus will become EFCC Director of Intelligence. Bawa Magufuli spent his life in service to humanity. Buhari mourns late Tanzanian president. Also this morning, Buhari warns against looting of $890 million health grant to Nigeria. Governor Ugwai inaugurates new tech hubs, youth innovation centers. AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine not the biblical mark of the beast. Dr. Aliola. Security, traditional rulers have greater role to play, ex-minister. COVID-19, poor turnout at designated centers as Kano residents resist AstraZeneca vaccine. Reps blackmailing me for insisting on due process in 11 billion naira 2020 project. Daniel Onje. Enugu villagers protest ostracization as Governor Gwanyu faults action. Kenya declares 7-day mourning for late Tanzanian president. Aisha Buhari returns to Nigeria after 6 months. Gunmen kill soldiers, policemen in Anambra. Burn down van, cut away arms. Fresh $2.5 billion arms scandal. PDP demands explanation from our Buhari government. Lagos, Kano, Ogun top phone calls, data usage in Nigeria.
And from Daily Trust, Oman returnees stranded at Lagos airport reunites with family after Daily Trust report. Federal government to states, secure your forest reserves. Lack of training for operatives manning borders, causing arms proliferation. Others. Police arrest 35-year-old for shooting co-tenant. Let's see some more from Daily Trust. Bauchi Governor, we have evidence that PDP defeated Buhari in 2019. We have evidence that PDP defeated Buhari in 2019, as according to the Bauchi Governor. Strange disease, 56 villagers hospitalized. In Kano, 6 Super Tucano aircraft will land in Nigeria in July, says presidency. Gunmen kill naval officers, policemen in Anambra. I hawked fufu on the streets, says Kamaru Usman, Nigerian-born American fighter. Atiku queries $1.5 billion Port Harcourt refinery rehab once facility sold. All right, Imo North court orders INEC to issue a Rarumate certificate of return. Keep the games coming. I'll rest when I retire. Rashford. High operation cost affecting NNPC orders carry. Poor knowledge of history, bane of youth and governance. Ex-Kwara governor.
Independent newspaper, Hijab, Kwara Tescom directs principals, teachers, staff to report on Friday. NHIS targets enrollment of 20 million Nigerians for health insurance annually. Police arrest 17 kidnap, robbery suspects in Sokoto. Also, National Hospital delivers over 1,000 babies through IVF. That's coming from the CMD. Unpaid salaries, group makes case for judges in Cross River. Also, police to arraign man for stabbing Ikeja electric staff. More headlines. Okay, VSF hands over wash facilities, that's water, sanitation and hygiene facilities, to 3 schools in Anambra State. Those are headlines from Independent newspaper. Let's go on a break now. When we return, we get to the analysis of some of the stories.
32 FM 94.9.
Guy, you don't see that new funny video for Twitter? That one with the boy.
You mean this one?
What of that brother Shaggy News Kitty? Where they circulate WhatsApp?
Oh, this one.
What of that meme? Where the guy?
When mouth open like this, bah?
Mr. No It All. Which data you they use know all these things?
Now, Glow new data plans get me.
Are you serious?
With just 50 naira, and they get 50 MB. And with just 100 naira, and they get 150 MB. We have to use chat or browse on top Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, and even Snapchat. Don't dull yourself, oh. Dial *777# now. Make you begin the browse, they go.
Glow Unlimited.
òṣì ò yẹ mímú taka òṣì dànù. Ipa téèyàn bá ń kó àti ìgbìyànjú ẹ̀ ló mú kí ìgbé ayé ẹni ó yí padà sí rere. Ilé-iṣẹ́ Daranua Digital World wọ́n ṣetán láti fi ọ̀nà là hàn yín kúrò lọ́wọ́ ogun kòsíkòsí ojoojúmọ́ nípa ìdókòwò orí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára. Lóòótọ́ lẹ ti lè máa gbọ́ oríṣiríṣi nípa okòwò orí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára. Ṣùgbọ́n ti ilé-iṣẹ́ Daranua Digital World ṣàrà ọ̀tọ̀. Ìdí ni pé wọ́n kọ́ yín lọ́nà tẹ́ lè gbà di olókòwò ńlá lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára. Tẹ́yìn náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ni máa rí èrè gọbọi lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ péréte. Gbogbo àwọn èrè tó bá wà ní wọ́lẹ̀tì yín lè gbà sí àpò àsùnwọ̀n ilé ìfowópamọ́ yín. Ilé-iṣẹ́ Daranua Digital World wọ́n forúkọ sílẹ̀ gbòǹtẹ̀ ìjọba. Kódà ọ̀pọ̀ ènìyàn tó ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn ló ń fò fáyọ̀. Ìwọ náà má dàgùlá. Darapọ̀ nínú sẹ́mínà tí yóò wáyé ní ọjọ́ Friday àti Saturday ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí ní nọ́mbà 10 Lákànmí Close, Akomaran Building, Total Garden, Ìbàdàn. Láti kópa, ẹ fi orúkọ àti àdúgbò yín ṣọwọ́ sí 0812 347 5530 tàbí 0907 296 0207. Dókòwò pẹ̀lú Daranua Digital World lónìí kò gbàgbé òṣì.
Àwọn èèyàn mi ṣègbé nítorí àìmọ̀kan. Ruben George Theological Seminary Ìbàdàn, ẹ̀ka ilé ẹ̀kọ́ fásitì Àjàyí Crowther tí ń bẹ lọ́yọ̀ọ́ àti Christ for the Nations Institute Dallas ní USA ń ṣètò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó kún fọ́fọ́ nípa ìmọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ Ọlọ́run pẹ̀lú ìwé ẹ̀rí tó yọrantí nípa ètò ẹ̀kọ́ ìmọ̀ Ọlọ́run, Diploma in Theology and Religious Studies, Bachelor of Arts in Theology and Religious Studies, Executive Postgraduate Diploma in Pastoral Studies, Masters of Arts in Christian Leadership and Pastoral Studies, Master of Divinity. Ǹjẹ́ àlùfáà ìjọ nìwọ ni, díákónì lọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin, alàgbà ìjọ, ajínrere, olùkọ́ tàbí ẹni tó tún fẹ́ nímọ̀ lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ nípa Ọlọ́run? Ruben George Theological Seminary gangan ló dáńtọ́ fún ọ láti wá. Ẹ kàn sí alákòóso Ruben George Theological Seminary ní Gospel Town, Arúlógún Road, Ọ̀jọ́, Ìbàdàn, tàbí ojú òpó ayélujára www.reget.com.ng. Ètò ìgbaniwọlé ń lọ lọ́wọ́. Ẹ̀lú wa ní 0805 304 0344 0805 304 0344. Ruben George Theological Seminary, ilé ẹ̀kọ́ fún ẹ̀kọ́ nípa ìmọ̀ Ọlọ́run tó yọrantí.
It's a happy feeling when receiving All of the love, oh, coming from family.
So many recipes, creating memories, every day and every night, bonding families,
yeah. 60 years of joy, oh, yeah. Giving love, oh, yeah. So much value, oh, yeah. Quality, oh. Golden penny is you, golden penny is me, golden pennies at the heart of the family. Golden penny is you, golden penny is me, golden pennies at the heart of the family.
Golden Penny Foods is celebrating 60 years at the heart of the family.
Charles!
Yes, mommy?
Go and bring 2 sachets of hypo bleach for me.
Why 2?
Because I'm using one to soak the whites and using one to kill all the germs.
But I can't see any germs here.
They are so tiny you can't see them. But they are there. And that is why I trust only hypo bleach to kill them all.
Make your white fabrics whiter and your household free of illness causing germs and viruses with the disinfecting power of hypo bleach.
Guy, how far now? If you see this game, in fact, go to channel 203 now.
Wait, let me check. But I can't view the channel.
Really? You haven't heard of Step Up? Now I'm watching live sports action from the biggest leagues since I upgraded my DSTV subscription. And I got the next higher package.
That's right. Step up to the next level. If you're on the younger package and upgrade to Confirm, you will get the next higher package. DSTV Compact, worth 7,900 Naira to enjoy all the live matches. Offer available for a limited time only. Terms and conditions apply.
32 FM 94.9.
FM 94.9, 19th in the month of March 2021. It's a beautiful Friday morning. It's cold out there, though, too.
I think the cold is having serious effects on some people.
Well, thankfully, we asked for the
cool
rain.
Cool weather.
Precisely, it's here. So, I mean, which is that? What do you want? Do you want the heat?
Pick one hustle.
Or you want the cold? Pick one hustle.
Hustle.
Oh, really? Good morning to you, also, Nedumo.
Good morning, Tayo.
All right. I am OLUTAYO, OGUNADE.
And I'm GBEMISOLA, SOYEMI. All right. I think we have a lot in the papers this morning. And security, talk of the hijab crisis in Kwara State. But before we get to the hijab crisis, there's this headline in the Punch newspaper that says states not supporting federal government's efforts to tackle insecurity. That's coming from the IGP. Yesterday he accused state governments of not supporting efforts by the federal government to tackle security challenges across the country. He said the federal government had developed strategies to deal with some of the challenges, and the support of state governments was necessary in order to achieve the desired result. He said, I quote, at the federal level, we have developed a lot of strategies towards mitigating these issues, but we don't get the maximum cooperation that we're supposed to get at its level. Is this a shifting of blames, or some blame games?
Yes, I think so. It's also a form of indictment, because if there's anything, you discover that the federal security structure is almost like a clog in the wheel of progress as far as the state is concerned. The federal government most of the time had to serve as a setback for some of the states who are willing to evolve mechanism in-house to address security challenges in their various states according to their peculiarity. States have been very supportive, but with the current
states,
with the current of course, yes, with the current constitutional arrangements, apart from the issue of political will, biases, and sentiments that once in a while some of these governors they express as far as their political party affiliation is concerned, I can say categorically that major states in Nigeria wish for a situation wherein the life and property of the people they govern will be better protected. But with the current security structure, as far as the law is concerned, states do not have direct control over security apparatus within their various domains. We have a situation where states will have to report to Abuja for every security crisis within their state. So the federal government at times has also considered a limiting factor, like a major challenge. We have seen state governments who, by their political will, want an enhanced security for the lives and property of the people they govern. And we have also seen direct affronts in terms of confrontation from the federal government on how to deal with this issue. If not for the tenacity of purpose of Akeredolu, for example, you understand what would have happened to him. Perhaps some people thought because he's already in the second term, that was why he was able to do that. So we must remove politics from insecurity. So the statement coming from the IGP, I don't know the premise on which he's making that statement. We have, apart from the issue of Amotekun, Southwest Security Network, codenamed Amotekun, we have had series of intervention of various state governments across Southwest and by extension across the country. In Rivers State, for example, we have something that looks like the neighborhood watch that is used to enhance security in that state. Most of these operational vehicles of the federal government military architecture are being procured, aided and supported by state government. So I do not know what the IGP is coming out to discuss. I think the federal government must address the issue of insecurity decisively in Nigeria. We have also seen the federal government also trying to use brute force when it affects certain people as far as insecurity is concerned. So we want the federal government, the IGP, state must partner. I agree completely. But for the federal government to even come out to say that, oh, states are not supportive, I think if there is anybody that should make that statement, it is the state government that should even come out to say the federal government is slowing them down as it concerns security in their domain.
From Daily Trust, federal government to state, secure your forest or forest reserves. And Iba Gani Adams is here with Commission Hunters OPC Agbekoya to secure Southwest.
Yes, I think that is the way to go. Gani Adams for a long time wanted to come to the limelight, wanted the support and collaboration of the governors, especially in the Southwest, to have a go-ahead to be able to ensure that our forest is properly policed locally through hunter, various vigilante group and what have you. So I'm delighted that this is coming at a particular point in time. In the fight against insecurity in our land, there should be no faction. There should be no politics. He has met with the Oyo State governor. Sometimes ago, he had altercation with Sunday Igboho. Of course, we don't need all of these dissenting voices at this particular point in time. The primary purpose should be how to secure our land. We are not waging war against anybody. We are not waging war against anybody from anywhere. What we want is that whether those that are indigent and those that are resident, lives of the people must be paramount, and that is the best way to go. And the secretary to the government of the federation has also tasked state governors that they need to take charge of their reserve and their forest, which means they need to bring up mechanism to enhance security in all of this area. And when they start doing this, let the federal government see it as purely security matter. The issue of forest reserve in Ondo State, you know what happened. And some people tell us that, oh, anybody can stay in the forest. Nigeria is no man's land and what have you. We must make comment that encourage the people to defeat criminality at all costs.
Now let's leave those at the helm of affairs at the federal and state level, whether it's from the IGP, the presidency, or whatever it is. These field agents, now I'm talking about, for instance, this is the IGP talking here. Now, the police on the field, police officers on the field, does it look like, because he is claiming that they have some mechanisms put in place that should, aid security and all. Does it look like these guys on the field have any orders coming from the top for them to even work on?
Well, if you look at the IGP, in terms of security matter, it looks as if the police is overstretched. Even the military is overstretched when it comes to the issue of security in the country. Whether they have orders or not, their statutory function, apart from order from above, is to secure the land, is to provide security as far as civility in terms of policing is concerned.
Are they doing that to the best of their ability or as required?
Well, it might not be as required, perhaps to the best of their ability, because as required is that we even meet the current template wherein everybody will be adequately policed. In terms of manpower, they are not there. In terms of infrastructure, they are not there. In terms of response system, they are not there. In terms of equipment, arms and ammunition, they are not also there. So these are issues that we really need to talk about. The IGP sometimes ago also said before the floor of the National Assembly that they need personnel and equipment. He didn't tell us at that time that state government were not supportive. You understand? I know a lot of state government, perhaps under the aegis of the Nigerian governors, will react. Some of the operational logistics within the various police command across the federation are being aided and procured by state government. So the IGP, I do not know what he's talking about. They should wake up to their responsibility. Where they need help, they should call for help.
Let's move away from that story. Bauchi Governor, we have evidence that PDP defeated Buhari in 2019. What's the reaction to this?
Well, why were this evidence not produced in the courts? Some people will tell you that this is story for the gods. But of course, he has right to his opinion. A committee was set up by the PDP to review the cause and effects of what transpired during the 2019 presidential election. A lot of people are also of the opinion that I didn't be that President Muhammadu Buhari delivered exceptionally well on some of his campaign promises. The progress made by the PDP would have been there even in the 2019 general election. Of course, it was a close call. We must admit that. Somebody described the candidacy of both parties in 2019 as Igu versus Igu for that particular election.
So it's going to
but
win.
A lot of things happened. Some of the advantages that the PDP recorded in terms of political fortune for the 2019 were orchestrated and caused by even the APC as a ruling party. The inability of the APC to manage their success as a result of their victory in the 2015 election led to some of the successes recorded by the PDP. Atiku, for example, said he was going to call 400 witnesses before the appeal court that heard the presidential appeal. He was only able to call about 60. And the Electoral Act has imposed enormous burden on those who have lost election in the country, which means you must prove beyond reasonable doubt. You are not going to say you were in Abuja. Somebody sent something from your control room in Lagos and you rely on that. No, that is hearsay evidence as far as the Electoral Act is concerned. What the law says is that you must give a valid and vivid evidence as it happened as an eyewitness. Who can prove that? That is why election matters recently are being nullified based on technicalities, not on the fact that somebody ring election. I don't know whether you understand the point I'm making. Whether a political party make mistake, they defeated the candidate that did not have result or what have you. These are based on technicality. So it is relatively difficult, except one to deceive ourselves, to prove beyond reasonable doubt that a governorship election, not to talk of presidential election for that matter, is ringed in Nigeria.
Well, we've seen it happen with gubernatorial elections that maybe just 2 years into the tenure, somebody else takes over after the court decides.
How many of that have you seen right from 2015?
A couple.
That is what I told you. Not as a result of this individual ringing election.
But
you understand?
But technicalities.
Technicalities. Oh, you feeded the wrong candidate. You had an election matter that was supposed to be pre-election, and you are bringing it up. And let's mention them. Is it the Zamfara case? Is it the Imo State case? You understand? In the real sense of it, people that were declared never won election. So is it the Bayelsa State?
What advice do you have for Bala Mohammed?
Bala Mohammed, the advice I have for him is for him to ensure that he work with other critical stakeholders within the PDP to mainstream the party, ensure that there's no internal wrangling. They are holding staggered zonal congresses that can also mark the party now. Let there be unity in the party. Let them prepare for the next election. Present a very viable, credible candidate, and let's see how it goes from there. So let's leave the 2019 election.
All right. Hijab crisis. Resume or face punishment. Kwara government tells staff. We will continue with the program after this commercial.
Dear customer, to link your national identification number to your Airtel router, MiFi or ODU device, kindly retrieve your NIN by dialing *346# and then go to www.airtel.com.ng/NIN to submit your NIN for verification and pairing with your number immediately.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Hey, why did you put it in the pot like that? You're supposed to break it first.
Says who? This is how I cook my pasta. Besides, it's golden penny pasta. It's non-sticky, so it doesn't matter.
But I want to cook it with meatballs mixed with pepper sauce and cheese.
Go ahead and enjoy your golden penny pasta just the way you want it. Golden penny pasta is made with durum wheat, which contains protein, and it's non-sticky, so you can cook, serve, and eat just the way you want it. With golden penny pasta, your way is best.
Mọ ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àyíká rẹ nípasẹ̀ ìròyìn BBC ní Yorùbá. Nítorí kí o tó lè tayọ, o ní láti mọ̀ ọ́n. Ní ìmísí pẹ̀lú àwọn oríṣiríṣi ìròyìn láti ibi àti káàkiri àgbáyé. Nígbà tí o bá ní ìmọ̀ nípa ohun tó ń lọ ní àgbáyé, o lè ṣe ohunkóhun. Mọ ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àyíká rẹ. Wá BBC News Yorùbá kàn.
Láti gòkè àgùnlà láyé èèyàn nílò ìtọ́sọ́nà ẹni tó mọ̀nà débi àṣeyọrí. FMH International HR àwọn ni gbajúgbajà akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ alárinà tó mọ ojúlẹ̀jà bá ti ń tọ́ni sọ́nà finimọ̀nà nípa bí gbogbo òǹwáṣẹ́ ṣe lè pàdé àwọn òǹgbanisíṣẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó wà lókè òkun.
FMH International HR alábàáṣepọ̀ gidi ni wọ́n jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àjọ oníwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ àgbáyé tá a mọ̀ sí United Nations Volunteer Research Group láti jùmọ̀ tọpinpin wàhálà táwọn ọmọlẹ́yìn ń kojú nídìí ìgbìyànjú ajé lọ sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. Ìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ mọ́ international migration àti international labour activities.
Ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé o nílò ìmọ̀ tó jinlẹ̀ dáadáa nípa ìlànà à ń tẹ̀lé láwọn pápákọ̀ òfurufú tó fẹ́ gbà sọdá sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. Lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, United Nations Volunteer Research Group pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ FMH International HR ń ṣe research lórí ẹ̀dùn ọkàn àti ìpèníjà tẹ́ ẹ bá ní. Questionnaires táwọn òṣìṣẹ́ FMH bá fún yín lágbègbè yín lẹ́yìn ṣàlàyé ìrírí yín sí.
Fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ kàn sí wọn ní 3rd and 9th floor Cocoa House, Dùgbẹ̀, Ìbàdàn.
Telephone 0817 4444 627
àti 08168737222.
Lights, camera, Lake on.
No, it's not an act. This is my life for all to see. In the bright lights, see blessings how they follow me. From small beginnings to big brother. From the chances I take to the inspiration I give others. I am a rapper, a singer, a winner. I am an icon. So when they turn the lights on, they see that I am Lakon.
Watch I Am Lakon, a brand new Showmax original reality series, only on Showmax.com.
For area, then they call me Baba 22. If you look my JC, number 22. My keke plate number encore 22. My house number, of course. I decack for number 22. But you sabi wetin really make them they call me Baba 22? Now because I dey groove 22 times bonus on top every recharge.
Yes, so if you don't take when you use your glow line, reactivate now, make you begin enjoy your own Ogbonge 22 times bonus on top every recharge. It dey pay to reactivate your glow line.
Glow Unlimited.
Wait till you dey wait for. You no need to stress at all, at all. Anybody don't dey for us. Make we jolly dey go, even small pikin, mommy, daddy, better life for you. Oya bruku tutu komaro, sisi eko abeg no dey slow. Tiny bank better life promo, it done dey for you. 30,000 worth of gifts for 50 people every week. No dey sit down for your seat, grab the opportunity. Send it better life promo, send it bank account. Send it better life promo, with minimum of 5,000 naira. Send it better life promo, request it, send it debit card. Send it better life.
For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com/betterlife. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
32 FM
94.9.
Studio time check 6:38 from our studio, 32 FM 94.9, Friday edition of the Break of Dawn newspaper review. We are still looking at headlines here. Osino Dumo is doing the analysis with us, and I go to this one that I took before we went on that commercial. Hijab crisis, regime of face punishment. Kwara government tells staff of affected schools.
Yes, it looks like another battle line has been drawn. The Christian Association of Nigeria has also come out that they are not fighting the Muslim. They are against the decision of the state government. I think it's lack of proper management of the whole issue. The issue have always been there, but the ability to manage it and resolve it. Apart from the fact that these were mission schools, they are schools that are grant aided, which means government also have a hand in the management and in the finance of that particular school. I think the bloodbath, the violence is avoidable, and I think it's also needless. Let the governor do more of consultation so that it will not be seen as being biased or being sentimental as far as that issue is concerned. He must develop strategy to manage that particular crisis. It was not this bad under the last administration. So I think something urgent has to be done. Rather than this dagger-drawn position, let him call all the critical stakeholders, agree on an amicable resolution, a workable template, because whether we like it or not, we just have to live in peace. Both religion preaches peace. So I do not know why the issue of schooling, whether hijab or no hijab, should now cause crisis.
So you're actually saying that religious organizations can no longer lay claims to ownership of the schools?
If you look at the issue that transpired, of course, religious organization can lay claim. I think what the Christian find as a form of absurdity is a situation where people will wear hijab to a Muslim, a Christian school. They are saying that, if you want to wear hijab, we have some other Islamic school that you can go to. But the government position is saying that these are schools that are grant aided, which means that there are a lot of factors that are still hidden, a lot of issues. There must be amicable resolution. And a lot of people are also of the opinion that, by the time a different denomination of the Christian bodies start wearing their various robe, their various attire to the school, will now, at the end of the day, make mockery of the whole system. So let the governor come out. Of course, I feel the schools should still be shut until this issue is holistically resolved. At the end of the day, the end result should be peace and peaceful coexistence. So the governor still had to do more. The last governor that left before him is also a Muslim. You understand? He was able to manage the issue better than what it is now. There are a lot of crises in Kwara State. The governor needs to develop strategy to manage this issue effectively. And at the end of the day, let it be win-win situation for both parties, because a lot of people still find it difficult. Like I said earlier, they will tell you that you must abide by the rule that is obtainable in that school. But as it is now, it's like it is even the government that is driving the dichotomy between the two religions that we talked about. It is the government.
The current governor, his father established a school some time ago in Kwara State that was taken over by the government. We don't really understand what is happening here, but the position of the government is, if we are funding the schools, then we can have a say in the operations of the school.
The say at the end of the day should be about peace, should be about peaceful coexistence, because these people have lived together for some period now. It will also be on record that during the reign of this particular governor, that was when this crisis became escalated. So whichever say the governor is holding, it's two factors now. Religious school, Christian schools, mission schools being funded by the government in a way, quote and unquote. You understand? So the government want to have a say. The people that are the original owner of the school, they want to have a say. So at the end of the day, there must be a meeting point where this various group want to agree. Like I said earlier, the crisis is needless. We need to do the right thing, not even who is right, but at the end of the day,
we're not even protesting about the quality of education in that state.
Is it.
I was going to say, in all of this, those who are actually suffering are the students.
Nobody is talking about the quality of education. At the end of the day, let it not be who is right. Let it be what is right.
Not forgetting that these students some of them are supposed to start writing examinations. In the next
some of
few
them
weeks.
are supposed to start preparing. They are almost at the tail end of the second time examination and their classes. So whatever they have to do, let the government provide strong and purposeful and unbiased leadership as far as this issue is concerned.
I think that's very important.
Until you serve justice, not only serving justice, justice must also have been seen to have been served, so that warring parties will have to sheath their sword for the betterment of education and for the future of their words.
We've seen people come up with ideas like ideas that there's a plan, there's an agenda to belittle education, and little by little, we are seeing teeth and beats.
Yes, that is why these people in government must do the needful, because
the schools are locked up in the north.
That is another. That's another.
You're bringing in Jabe. I listened to John, one of the callers yesterday, and John said, "Let's decide: do we actually need education?
Or
we are saying we don't need it
in this
at
country,
all?
in this country or not? Because when this whole issue started at the stakeholders meeting, even the case that went to court, part of the issue was not the issue of hijab. The issue was that let these schools be returned 100% to their missions, to their original owners. So how this whole issue emanated and is causing a lot of crisis to the extent that people belong to religious organizations start punching themselves. I think it's too bad. So there must be amicable resolution to the whole issue.
Hello, good morning.
This is Comrade General Omalolu from Agbo. Good morning, Tayo.
Good morning, comrade.
Now, in respect of the news you read, concerning the particular drinks that some people drank in Kano, and they are now at the Serious Hospital in Kano. Now, we should look into that issue critically, because I was involved in a similar case of a particular drinks here in Oyo State, whereby we noticed some particles and some dangerous things in the drink that could be hazardous to it. Now, when we approach the authorities of the bottling company, the proof they are submitting to us is so spurious that they are expecting whoever drinks it to have developed a health issue before they can intervene. I was shocked that why should you wait until somebody develops a health problem that can substantiate the claim that the particle we notice there could be detrimental to health? We approached some lawyers and they said this is the point that we argue for. This argument from this complaint is so bad that the life of the citizen, because your right to life is rightly connected to the right to stand health. Why should a bottling company begin to stand on this ground that if somebody take the drink and have health develop health problem, that is where they can stand. Now.
Hello. Okay. That was someone trying to, give a life experience about one of the stories. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you, sir.
Good morning, sir. I'm Faladu from Papa Ilodo. Mr. Smith, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
On the issue of Sunday Igboho, according to this I've just read, I think the man has done well. What the state government and federal government refused to do, he has done it by liberating people from the hand of people I call animalistic products. He has done well, but he's now going far. He's done too much by saying that the ignorance should come back home, the ignorance should go back to their country. He's going too far. He should not allow himself to be used. Thank you. Good morning, sir.
Thank you. Good morning to you. 0906-2000-949, 0809-7000-949. You can also drop a comment on YouTube. We are live on YouTube at 32FM 949 Ibadan.
Now, the Yoruba Council of Elders, YC, yesterday appealed to rights activist Sunday Adeyemo, popularly called Sunday Igboho, and other youth to let agitation for an independent Oodua nation be within the ambit of the law. We have another call here. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Adeshu Yonola from UI. It's very clear that PDP defeated Buhari in that election. Let's forget that one for now. On the issue of hijab, it's always surprising me when I was growing up, we had all our friends, Christians and Muslims, we are all very good friends. But if you are a Muslim, where you go is Ansaruddin, AUD. If you are a Christian, you go to St. John. They are opposite each other. And we were friends. So if you want to wear hijab, go to where you will be wearing your hijab without any intimidation now. I don't know why a particular religion is always the problem of the world. Some people in Nigeria. And this man that looks like Osama bin Laden or something that created this thing, we don't even know where he is now. That's not the best of.
All right.
Yes, I think there's need for decorum and civility. We must mind our language. You can share your thoughts without any derogatory statements.
Atiku queries $1.5 billion Port Harcourt refinery rehab once facility sold, just as the vice president says PPP best way to address infrastructural deficit. We'll take another call here, then we go on a commercial. Hello, good morning.
That caller is John Njoku. Thank you, Austin, Bemi, and also Nidimu. Well, I'm surprised that even when a court of final appeal has ruled concerning election, some people will still come and say that they disagree someone won. Also, let me remind you that on the 11th of August 1979, election was conducted in this country. And let me tell you that Alhaji Shehu Shagari of the NPN won the election not only by having the highest number of votes cast at the election, but also by fulfilling the second condition for the election of the president. IP having not less than 1/4 of the vote cast at the election in each of at least 2/3 of all the states in the federation. Alhaji Shehu Shagari was declared a winner. He polled 5,056,857 votes. It was Obafemi Awolowo with 4,916,351. Yeah, this matter came up and ended at the Supreme Court with a controversial 12-3 in Kano. Can you listen to me?
Well, with you, John and Joko, 12-3, right.
At the end of the day, we see how some people who still believe that the result did not reflect the wishes of the people, even after Supreme Court has ruled. Let me tell you, a matter that has been decided by the final court of appeal in any land, especially the Supreme Court, should be regarded as final and nothing but final. And let me reply to the Inspector General of Police this morning and remind him that the state governor buys operational vehicles and other security gadgets to their respective state police commands and other security agencies in their respective states, even when they do not have absolute control on the state police command. John Njoku is my name. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. John Njoku. All right. We're going on a short break now. We'll be back.
Charles!
Yes, mommy?
Go and bring 2 sachets of hypo bleach for me.
Why 2?
Because I'm using one to soak the whites and using one to kill all the germs.
But I can't see any germs here.
They are so tiny you can't see them. But they are there. And that is why I trust only hypo bleach to kill them all.
Make your white fabrics whiter and your household free of illness causing germs and viruses with the disinfecting power of hypo bleach.
If only we could show you on radio our stylish new look.
Ow!
But since we can't, go to the nearest store to pick up some Amstel Malta. And for Team Fit Fam, try the new Amstel Malta Ultra with no added sugar. New look Amstel Malta.
And new Amstel Malta Ultra with no added sugar. So good for you.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
tó já sí pọ́ọ̀tù bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó yẹ kó kọ́kọ́ kan ní kẹ́.
ta ló sọ yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe ń ṣe pásítà tèmi nìyẹn o àti pé golden penny ni pásítà tí kì í lẹ̀pọ̀ kò sí ìyọnu.
àwọn èmi fèsì pẹ̀lú ṣàjẹ́ àti oríṣiríṣi àtàtà tí kò kúnra ti rúworo.
gbádùn golden penny pasta bó o ṣe fẹ́ a ṣe golden penny pasta pẹ̀lú èpo àlìkámà durum wheat tó ní protein tí kì í sí lẹ̀pọ̀ o ní àǹfààní láti sè é bù tàbí jẹ bó o ṣe fẹ́ nítorí pé kò ní lẹ̀pọ̀ pẹ̀lú golden penny pasta bó o ṣe fẹ́ ló dáa jù.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Yes, cavities
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
The tantalizing tunes of the guitar.
the sensational blare of the saxophone, the rhythmic beating of the drums, and let's not forget the enchanted and gifted vocals.
Yes, I can already hear the sound of greatness as Nigerian Idol returns with a bang.
Yes, the Nigerian Idol is back with a bang to bring you amazing vocals from all around the country. Who will be the next idol? Tune in to catch all the audition drama from the 14th of March on DSTV channel 198 and GoTV channel 29. And then join IK and the judges for the main show premiere on the 28th of March on Africa Magic Showcase, Urban and Family at 7 p.m. Proudly sponsored by Biggie Drinks.
Hey! Omo, make you no sleep on top bicycle. This better don't tie rapper. For those of una wey never use una MTN SIM for over 15 days now, MTN don't charge. Come increase your welcome back of our whoop to 12 times your recharge when you load 100 naira and above. Yes, so no be one, no be two, no be three, no be four, no be even 10 sef. Now 12 times your recharge, then go take credit and data knock your phone. This one means say if you recharge 100 naira, MTN go summer you with 900 naira credit plus 300 naira data bonus. If you can't recharge 200 naira, now 1,800 naira credit go drop for your phone plus 600 naira data bonus. Just make sure so you use star 161 star recharge pin hash take recharge and enjoy your bonus for up to 30 days. Omo, this one don't pass welcome back. MTN can add Shop Banker second term on top self. Hey, where that my MTN SIM? Make me self begin follow enjoy better too.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
32 FM
94.9.
All right, welcome back. It's still the Breakdown Newspaper Review on 32 FM 94.9. We are back to take some calls and messages as well. Do we have a message there?
Right. IG is claiming that state governors are not helping federal government to fight insecurity. I think he has some states in mind. He has to explain himself further so that we understand him better. I know no governor sleeps over insecurity. A Chibiri fan. We got a message. Good morning. Hello. The line dropped. 0906 2000 949 0809 7000 949. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Nothing. Good morning. This is okay.
Go on, okay.
So, to ask the IGPs, has he actually forgotten that some of the state governors, they actually provide the vehicles, operational vehicles and things in those commands? So maybe he should actually come out and explicitly tell us the particular governors he was making reference to, because we don't understand. And on the job issue, I actually wonder, we have been living together. We have been staying together right from time. I even know some people that went to Islamic schools that were Christians, and Christians went to. How come we are having such things? I think the first thing we need to do is call Yerima and ask him how he started all these things some few years ago. That is actually part of it is causing this. We need to live together. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank
you very much.
Okay. I'm telling you, some of us can still recite some mix of recitations in Islam, some Islamic recitation, because that was how we started, Austin Idumu, community primary school. And so we were all taught together. All of these things, you have those who do Christian religious studies and, the Islamic religious studies and all that.
No difference. I think it is the government that is dividing the
politicizing
people.
religion.
Politicizing religion, dividing the people, weaponizing religion, and causing conflict.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Dele and Austin. This is Omobasharon.
Yeah, Tayo is there this morning.
Oduduwa nation is not the best. This is not the time for us to be clamoring for Oduduwa. See, we are trying to, we need to put an end to the bad leadership and the bad structure we have. We are from Grant, not clamoring for Oduduwa. If eventually we have Oduduwa now, this thing will continue to repeat itself. If it continues to repeat itself, we need to put an end to the bad leadership and the bad structure we have on Grant. See, I made a research on how we have bad leadership in this country. And I discovered that the people are not respect the upstairs. They only respect the pocket. They don't respect what you have at your upstairs.
All right, 0906 2000 949 0809 7000 949. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Austin. Good morning, Taya and Gbemi.
Good morning.
John.
All right,
John from my brother. Yeah. You know, this hijab of 18, we said about it yesterday. If they don't want our children to go to school, let them close all our schools. Let us have peace. Now, the last caller said that this is not the time to fight for Odudua. Now, tell me the time to fight for it. The reason for agitating is bad governance. If the governance is good, nobody will agitate. That is it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right.
Yes,
I think
on the issue of the refinery, I think the federal government really need to think twice. The three refinery made revenue of 21 billion between 2015 and 2019, and it cured a combined loss of 778 billion. So what the federal government is trying to do is like penny wise, pound foolish. Let us ensure that we get value for money. A refinery in California with the size of this Port Harcourt refinery was sold by Shell SPDC for 1.2 billion US dollars last year, outright sale, and we will want to use 1.5 billion US dollars for maintenance for a dead refinery, a refinery who made zero income in 2019. So the federal government really had to think twice on this issue. I support Atiku. Let us dispose them, because if you have a company that is not working, you either change the management or you sell it off. God bless Nigeria.
God bless Nigeria. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is GBEMISOLA, SOYEMI, and thanks to all the callers. Have a great day ahead.
I am OLUTAYO, OGUNADE. Good morning.
FM 94.9, filling the world with laughter.